First, let's take a look at the colorful pieces from Mao Sheng. Cut the four sides with an extra 5 millimeters for sewing. Then we fold directly along the dashed line. The folded side is the reverse of the fabric. The side facing up is the front side. The position of the fold should be ironed. Iron out this crease. Next is the brim section. For the brim, there are two pieces of fabric, one on top and one on the bottom. Just sew them together. First, let's handle this part of the hat string. After we fold and press it this way, press one of the long edges inward along the seam. Just fold along the seam line. Fold toward the side that won't come undone. First, we need to iron out this crease. Next, we will sew the two sides together with their right sides facing each other. Be mindful of the position we just folded while sewing. It should be unfolded first. After folding, the seam should be spread open to both sides. Scrape it yourself or iron it using a knife. Then fold back the edge we prepared earlier. Fold it back like this. Now it looks like this in a complete circle. Then there is now, let's handle the part that is smoking. Sew along this longer edge at the bottom, at the start and end of the sewing process. Extend the stitching outward by 5 millimeters. This is how it looks after sewing. At the beginning and the end, measure an additional 5 millimeters outward. Then let's trim a bit, the area without stitching. Normally leave a 5 millimeter seam allowance. Use pinking shears on the stitched edge. If you don't have pinking shears, use regular scissors to make some snips. After trimming it well, we will spread the two pieces apart like this. This area of the stitching, first unfold it like this and give it a quick iron. Sew along the edge at a 5 millimeter seam allowance. Once sewn, we will spread this seam open to both sides. Then we will close it again. Let's tidy up. Position the two heated sections facing each other. Then stretch a visible thread around the entire edge. The starting and ending points of the thread. There will be a joint here. The place of the joint can be placed near this seam. Because of this seam, later we will be at a location behind this head. The joint here we will place the Mao Shen part on the inside of the Mao Yan part. Both of these parts are oriented outward. That is, the front of Mao Shen is opposite to the back of Mao Yan. Mao Shen has a design that we have already folded and ironed. We will put this style aside for now. We are currently aligning this style that hasn't been folded and ironed with the style of our Mao Yan. Here we need to sew a complete circle. Be mindful of one issue while sewing. Both Mao Shen and Mao Yan have a specific position for seaming. Make a slight separation in this style position. It could be separated by about 1 to 1.5 centimeters, because if you overlap everything, I think this style will be somewhat thick. This is how it looks after completing a full circle of sewing. Then we will unfold this part of Mao Shen and Mao Yan. After unfolding, turn to this side. This side is the inside of the hat. It is not the front, but the back. You can use your fingernail to smooth out this seam area, or use an iron to press this area. After organizing it, turn it over again. This side is now our front side. Then press the crease location of our Mao Sheng. Pressing down like this just covers our Mao Sheng and Mao Yan in front. The position of the seam that is being joined, apply a circle of thread on the front to secure this position. The starting and ending points of the thread. It should still be placed closer to our design style. Finally, tidy it up and iron it yourself.